Right, folks, so this is the said wall. Really is pretty plain. Why don't we use a beautiful Dipladenia climber to make it work? Just add a bit of buzz and a bit of zing into it. I'm putting it into a container. There's nothing saying that you can't put these straight into the ground. What I've got here, some potting soil, I've got a bit of bone meal added and a few organic pellets. And what we're going to do is just give this a good mix in the wheelbarrow. I've got a nice terracotta pot, drainage hole in. In the bottom of it is going to go some gravel to help with the drainage. Right, and then add in literally a few spadefuls of my potting soil mix. And not too much. 1, 2 or 3 should do it. This little baby that I've got here is a climbing variety. It's a new variety that's on the market and it's called Tourmaline Rose. I love it. I absolutely love it. Right, that should do it. Now, the trick about climbers, folks, is that they want to go up, all right? That's all they got in their minds. Up, up, as far as I can go. So what we need to do is give them something to cling onto because they don't have those little suckers like a tiki creeper has that can attach to the wall. So I've got myself a piece of eco trellis. You can pick it up at any garden centre, and I've got 2 stakes that are going to help me along the way. So let's get those down. What I'm going to do is bring the eco trellis and just pop it around the back. Now, folks, don't make this mistake, please. If you are going to attach the trellis to the wall, I mean literally with either some bolts in here or whatever, you cannot attach it directly to the wall. If you attach it directly to the wall, your climber is never going to look awesome. Why? Because the wall heats up, and that is literally, as the plant's little climbers, little tendrils hit the hot wall, they're going to burn. So you always want a little gap. Always want a gap. And very often, the easiest way to do that, if you do want to attach it to the wall, is just get a little piece of pine, put that in, and then attach the trellis to the pine, so that you've got a little bit of space. You want air movement behind here. Air movement cools down the wall and will allow your Dipladenia to grow and flourish. Now, let's put our stake in. At this point, I'm going to move this out. So I've got somewhere to bang things around with. Not very good with hammers. Put it there. We've got enough space going on behind there. I'm happy with that. Now, what I do have is a little bit of twine. It's the eco twine. It basically has plastic around the wire, so even if the tendrils happen to touch this, it's not going to heat up in the heat of the day, and it'll work just fine. The tendril will just carry on growing over it. Okay, I want to tuck this behind here because I don't really want to see it. So just over there. That's all we need. Twist it, there we go. And then this nifty little gadget, let's just cut it off. There we go. So I've got some of these, it's called a twisty tie. You can buy them at your local garden centre, and you see that it can stretch. Do you see that? So as the plant grows, if you've made it too tight, well, it can just stretch away and it's not going to strangle the plant like wire would, which is what I love about these guys. So how long it can go. Okay, now we've got to take this baby and very gently, you've got to open it up and you've got to start feeding it through as low down as possible without breaking the plant. Try and get it in and around. And because I've got 2 here, you see where it forks there? I can literally put 1 bit over there, take a bit of my tidy tie, give it a bit of a stretch, and then tie this little baby on here, so that it doesn't decide to wander off in another direction. We've got to train our climber from as young as possible to start filling up the base of our trellis work. If we do that, we have a mass of leaves and flowers, and do that as you're going along. But to finish it off, let's do this. I've got some lovely white alyssum, beautifully fragrant. All I'm going to do is pop a few of these in, because it really is kind of sacrilege just to leave the base of this pot open. And also, if you left it open like this, it will dry out very quickly. By planting something like alyssum on it, what it does is it's a living mulch. So you're going to be covering all the soil here, which will keep the roots cool, keep the soil cool, and in that way really make sure that our Dipladenia is a very happy camper.